And Lane Riggs from the back. You know, he's finally going to restart in the front row and see if he's got anything for that 11 truck.
Here we go. The drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Corey Heim, Lane Riggs.
Oh, he's going to lead on it.
Oh, no.
Get into the wall.
Four wide, that's not
Brandon
good.
Finger to the lead. Gio Ruggiero. Look at Brent Cruz in a second.
You know, that's what I was talking about, that inside lane. If you send it into turn one, gosh, they're still beating and banging off of each other. Tires trying to come up to pressure. It's slick out there right now, and everyone's trying to sort it out.
After the contact, Corey Heim slides back to third. There's smoke on the one truck just ahead of him. Look at this mess. The 07, that's Kyle Busch. Raja Karuth, haven't talked about him in the 71, and there's Lane Riggs.
Lane Riggs got loose again just by himself, so that truck is free taking off. And he definitely saw it.
Really aggressive against our leader, Corey Heim. Just took him up the track and nearly into the wall, and Lane hasn't recovered from that.
Yeah, Brett Cruz, as you see Corey Heim get to the bottom of the one truck, he's got a little tire rub on the left rear. The smoke's getting better, but that could be a good and a bad thing. It might be clearing itself, or it might have worn through that tire a lot, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that.
Watch this contact. This is just overshooting turn one. Wouldn't you agree, Ryan?
Yeah, you know, the 34 is just trying to arc it down in there as much as he could, and you know, no grip on new tires, slow air, and once he gets in this spot, I mean, he knows he's in trouble, and he's trying to stay off the 11. I mean, he's trying not to do that, but he just really kind of thought his truck would have more grip than it did. And honestly, great job by everybody for getting through there. Being 5 wide off turn 2 is not easy, and everyone was able to come out fairly clean.
I yelled 4 wide, and then I just counted during the replay, and they were actually 5 wide at one point, and I didn't think that was something that was possible at North Wilkesboro. But like you said, they avoided disaster nicely. And what about Brent Cruz? Just riding on the outside, fighting as hard as he can to keep that second position away from Corey Heim.
You're just joining us. The driver to Corey Heim as they battle side by side. Impressive, but we expected this from this young man, and all the racing and all the winning he's already done.
Very highly touted young racer. Won races since he's been a teenager in cars. Now he's going to do the same in trucks one day.
He's still a teenager. For 3 more years, Michael, that's how young he is.
Yeah, you see him loose, right? He's loose. He's trying to push the truck to its limit right there. Corey's definitely faster, you know, and he's being smart. You know, it's easy for Corey to have gotten wound up after getting run into there on the restart or some contact, but he's doing a great job of just understanding what he needs to do right now and just slowly working over that one.
We might find out he's still hot if that 34 truck comes back up there in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just a racing thing, you know. I mean, it's just, I don't think Lane Riggs meant to do that, obviously. It just got into one a little hot and slid up the track, and like you said, no harm, no foul. Guys lost a few positions, but they're still going straight. They're not on the rollback. And as you see, Lane Riggs really trying to work over Raja, trying to get to the right rear, actually.
I like your positivity here, Ryan.
Yeah, I do too.
I can be more positive.
He's the only driver in the top 10 that pitted and got those tires. Stuart Friesen has gotten stuck back in the 11th position, so this is a really fast 38 truck as he continues to try to march forward.
What a great race here for third. And Michael, you set it up perfectly. Just in practice talking about how these truckers could run all over the place, and that set the stage for an action-packed race like this, passing throughout.
Yeah, really good move by Chandler Smith to get to the right rear of Brett Cruz. He was kind of pinned on the bottom, trying to find clean air under the 18. I mean, that just worked out perfectly for the 38 truck, and now he's going to set his sights right on the white line to try to get under Tyler Ankle.
Man, he's got a fast truck right now. It's cool to see. Great battling, as you mentioned, Jamie.
Chandler Smith, such a good short track driver. Multiple wins in the Truck Series 1 at Bristol earlier this year, but he's never...
Drivers could win the race, and that's when it gets difficult to make your way through the field. That's why Chandler Smith and both Lane Riggs have been so impressive today doing just that.
And here's someone we haven't talked about really at all today, Kyle Busch, you know, always a threat, you know, whenever he comes to any series. And, you know, we're watching him. He wasn't great the first stage, wasn't very good in practice yesterday, just passed Brett Cruz for 6th, and I love the lane he's running. Look how high he's entering turn 1.
You know why you love it, because you want to do that tonight, tomorrow.
I'm learning a lot right here. So he's starting to push the lane up in 3 and 4 and the entrance to 1, and he's found a lot of speed. So I'm curious to see. Kyle Busch is one of the best at getting his cars better and better through the race. I'm curious to see where they can get this 07 truck. Caitlin.
Brian, you talked about it. He's always so successful when he's in any series. 67.
Changes a lot, you know, and you're always having to figure out, all right, where can I start to make lap time? Where can I run my car or truck that's better? You know, and that's the beauty of these racetracks. And the cool thing about this place is you can see where the lane, like the top of the groove is at, right? It gets super dark, and then it gets to the light gray, right? And that is the edge of grip. But you can kind of start pushing that lane up. It takes a while, but you can push it up, and you see, Grant Enfinger starting to slip a little bit. Corey Himes really starting to put the pressure, and they've got a ton of lap traffic in between. So 5 to go in the stage. This is going to be a great battle to the end.